Hey, Theo, I had a question for you. I didn't know what you would do. Me and my wife tried out a threesome with another girl, and turns out she likes girls now. And then we tried a threesome with another dude, and it turns out I kind of like dudes, so we're thinking about going our separate ways. What would you do?
Well, y'all gay, bro.
Theo Von has the gift of making anybody laugh, even if he wasn't trying to.
Dude, I got jumped one time after a football game by 5 black dudes. I don't know if you ever fought 5 black dudes at night. Just imagine you're fighting 5 black dudes, right? Now close your eyes. Now how many black dudes are you fighting?
This is Theo Von being unintentionally hilarious. Caller tells Theo he got his first cousin pregnant.
Wow, dang, brother, that's you gonna be raising a dang lizard, homie. You can't. Wow, brother, good golly, that's like shooting fish in a family or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I haven't looked at a chart recently. I don't know the genetic legalities of that. But dude, yeah, I mean, they say, you know, don't pee where, or don't eat where you, or don't piss where your family is, or whatever that old saying is, dude. I feel like you've gone past that at this point, and God, that thing's gonna have. You're gonna need, you're gonna need a farrier to come and put shoes on that thing. I'm just chirping you, dude. I feel you. It's having a child with a cousin. I think at the very least, it's gonna need glasses. That thing is going to need bifocals, brother. You know, I mean, you're just playing Russian roulette with your DNA right there. But
what makes this moment funny is that Theo's ridiculous thoughts on the situation is his genuine advice and what he'd do if he were him. The Asian rumor story.
Were there a lot of any Asians in your town?
Let me see. We didn't have a lot of Asians, man. We had there was a rumor of an Asian when I was first.
What was his name?
I'm not sure.
What was the rumor?
The rumor was, dude, they didn't even. I remember the first time they had an Asian come by us, about 17 miles away from us. And so we had to get over there. Yeah. You know, we were fired up, and we thought about it for a couple weeks, and then we were fired up because we'd never seen an Asian. You know, we'd seen, drawings of them, but that was about it. I remember definitely seeing a lot of drawings when we were kids of Asians because they're easy to draw.
Anyway, the rumor of the Asian, though.
Yeah, they had a rumor that there was an Asian boy in Slidell, Louisiana, which was probably about 17 miles away. And right where the train used to pick up.
The first one.
So we had to get over there. Yeah. You know, we were fired up, and we thought about it for a couple weeks, and then we cut grass, me and 2 of my boys, dude.
Right.
Probably for 6 weeks. And
you saved up for a trip to see the Asian?
We saved up money, dude. It cost us $60.
I know, but is that true?
It's a true story, yeah.
Small towns run on gossip, and Theo's hometown apparently ran on it at industrial scale by making a simple rumor into something nobody could trace back to its actual source. Theo shares his first-time story.
Yeah, I think that sometimes. Like I drove past Tiffany Lane's bowling alley yesterday on Highway 190. Oh, yeah, I lost my virginity behind a bowling alley, dude, which is crazy. Yeah. Tiffany Lane's over there. I was, I think, maybe 15 or something, behind a bowling alley in our town. And you could hear the pins going down inside, give me power.
That's what
I felt like it did anyway, just...
Behind a bowling alley.
Yeah.
Who was the young lady?
It was a girl.
How old?
Yeah, we were both children, and that's legal.
That's such a...
And people were throwing rocks at us. There was this kids. And people started throwing rocks at us as well.
Oh, shit.
Pretty cool.
What?
Yeah, very
Why?
Middle Eastern. I don't know why.
Middle Eastern.
Just like in the Gaza Strip. Or like in the Middle East. And I was just doing what I could, man. I was like, it was almost biblical, a couple of chapters of it. It was just like, this is, I felt bad. Like
They're throwing rocks.
Yeah.
They didn't like it.
I think they were Christians or were just jealous, one or the other.
Okay.
Well, there was this one kid, definitely, and something was wrong with him. I mean, nothing's wrong with him by our standards. Something's not, God didn't put him down here at 100%. You know what I'm saying? If you will. And, but she took a piece of shale to the neck that I...
And stayed on it.
Dude, I can still.
Yeah, that's that Louisiana shit.
Like, is that a hickey?
Nah.
Not for me, brother.
Losing your virginity is comedy territory. Nearly every comic has mined. Yet Theo clears the high bar by revealing it was behind a public building. The Richard Langostein story.
So I was in the kitchen one time and said, hey, Big Richard. That's what his name was. My buddy Scott said, hey man, can I have some of that sour cream? And I just yelled back. I was like, no, you could have some of this sweet cream, you know, talking about
Making a
seed.
joke. Yeah.
No, but you can have some of this sweet cream.
Talking about that thick, sweet sweat.
Yeah. That's how Bobby Lee says things. Yeah. So, right? And then I hear Big Richard say to him, can I have some? That's what he said. And that's when everybody, whole scenario just changed in our heads.
Oh, he's not just here to grill steaks.
We went from high kids eating steaks with an old man to like, this guy's going to freaking suck the tartar sauce out of me. You know? You got to risque. Chin, you ever been molested? In your culture? But here, I just want to at least let everybody know that the pedophile died.
He was 80. I couldn't even see him be 90 and still pedophiling.
He took us to a Marilyn Manson concert. It was my first concert when I was probably 13 or 14 years old. He was probably about 82, right? We were 14.
The way Vaughn breaks down Richard's series of events, start to finish without missing a beat, is exactly why everyone lost it. The wild events in Vaughn's town.
And I don't use this kind of terminology, but this is back in the day called fag fist fights was a thing. And it would come to colleges.
Yes.
And it was gay. It was a gay man group. And they'd put boxing ring at a bar, and they would have two gay dudes would fist fight.
But was it just like boxing?
Yeah,
like
it was just gay boxing. And people would bet on it and shit. I remember that. Yeah, when I was at LSU for a while.
You would pay to go watch it?
Yeah, we'd go there and drink. You'd go and drink and watch.
See, college used to be so much fun.
Yeah.
You can't. You know, before now, all this PC shit now, everything's soft.
Yeah.
I'd pay $1,000 for a ringside table to one of those right now.
It was crazy, man. I can't believe it. They used to come in Hammond, Louisiana. They'd roll through. Well, I don't know what happened to that shit. It might have got shut down.
Cockfights.
Yeah, it was cockfights, I think. Yeah.
That used to be great. Imagine trying to do that now. Yeah, it's called fag fighting. And we have two gay guys, and it's to first blood. So the first AIDS blood splatter, we're done. Then we're done with the fight. That would be rough now to get away.
But yeah, dude, they'd come and people would bet on them, and then you could get, pictures afterwards and stuff. Different times.
Rapid, quick snapshots from growing up in a small Louisiana town string together into a fast sampler of the strangest people Theo has ever met, on steroids and getting involved with a cult.
I used to like to go to the gym, and
You're a gym rat?
I was for a while.
Yeah.
I used to be jacked back in the day.
Really?
When I was young, dude, we would go, and we used to do steroids back in the day. And
Did you really?
Yeah.
Really? What kind of steroids would you do?
oh, dude, test 200, 400.
I was on steroids for a while when I was young, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, I was freaking
Could you move your arms still?
Yeah, I could move them. They fucking looked beautiful.
Can you bring in some pictures of when you couldn't Q-tip your ears?
Dude, I was so jacked at one point, I couldn't use Q-tips in my ears because I couldn't get...
Because your biceps were that big?
Yeah.
Teenage identity crises rarely come packaged this specifically, and Theo's version chases a certain physical look while simultaneously getting pulled into something resembling an actual cult. The story behind his mullet.
I don't even give me a dang belt or anything.
What's up, dog?
Not much. Good to be here.
Theo Vaughn in the house.
Gucci gang, son.
Gucci gang.
It's good to be had, man. This is the gayest little microphone. Oh, it feels like the weakest one-armed black kid is trying to give me a hug. That's what it feels like, dude. Like if you go like this, it's so like, whoa. Somebody feed this boy and then bring him back to the hug ring, you know?
Little bit of a southern twang and a mullet.
What about
But
your
is it
hair?
his?
Let's talk about your hair.
Yeah.
You have a mullet.
Yeah, this isn't a mullet, first of all. It's gender-neutral haircut. What I would like to call is a European-style haircut. And it's the only way I'm getting work these days is with this haircut.
Bro,
You know?
where'd you get your hair cut out there? Molested Sam's?
The haircut has become as much a part of Theo's public identity as his voice, tracing back further than most people would ever guess. Theo on airplane etiquette.
I got to fly today. Dude, here's who I don't like on the plane, okay? Be a better air buddy. Don't be this person. The person that keeps their frickin' window open when everybody else's window is closed. How you gonna keep your fucking window open? What are you looking at? You at 37,000 feet. What you peeking around at?
Air travel gives comedians an endless supply of material, and Theo's version zeroes in on one specific flight where a fellow passenger's behavior pushed him past his usual patience. Small, escalating grievances build the story rather than one dramatic blow-up, mirroring how actual travel frustration tends to develop over the course of a single uncomfortable flight. Impressions of the offending passenger carry a lot of the bit, exaggerated just enough to stay funny without losing the recognizable core of the behavior everyone on a plane has witnessed at some point. Flight attendants get pulled into the story too, treated like exhausted referees in a conflict they never signed up to manage between two strangers stuck in adjacent seats. The rant format lets Theo vent in a way that feels more like complaining to a friend than performing a polished set piece for a paying audience. The Beetlejuice costume story.
When my dad bought me that Beetlejuice suit for that funeral.
With the knife in the back.
You know, he worked with the church. He liked to do a lot of, my dad used to take us to funerals in town, dude, for something for us to do. My dad had to give me a suit for a funeral, and it was like around Halloween or something, and my mom was out of town, so he bought me like at a Rite Aid or something, got me like a Beetlejuice suit, like costume, right? I remember leaning down at the coffin, and it had a knife in the back of the funeral.
And the guy got murdered.
Yeah, and the guy.
Halloween costumes gone wrong are a reliable well for comedians, and the gap between what Vaughn pictured in his head and what actually showed up on his body once the costume came together does most of the comedic lifting throughout the whole story. The details chosen to include say a lot about what stuck with him as a kid, specifically the parts that embarrassed him, rather than the parts that would have made for a tidy retelling years later. Younger Theo gets narrated with a mix of affection and disbelief, like watching old footage of a complete stranger who happened to share the same face. This story moves fast, stacking small humiliations on top of each other instead of resting on one single big reveal at the very end. Theo joking about road rules.
You know what I mean? And here's another thing that I've said to you before, and I know that you're going to hate me bringing it up, and I don't know why you're ashamed of it, is that thing we talked about in the elevator.
What, reality television?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed of it. I mean, so I started out in reality TV. I was a Road Rules cast, right, in 1999, and they don't have the show anymore.
I'm starstruck.
Oh, you remember it?
I grew up watching you.
Yeah, because it was
in
when
the
we
Philippines?
were, yeah.
No, I'm from America, man.
Hey, man!
Well, wear a flag.
Chicago, bro.
Where's my
Chicago, bro?
No, but I grew up in.
Bro, put a flag patch on it.
Long before podcasts,
I grew
Theo
up in
landed on
bro.
MTV's Road Rules as a teenager, and the footage from that stretch of his life plays almost like an alternate universe version of the guy fans know now from his own show. Rawer and less polished on camera, 19-year-old Theo says things with no filter in front of a national audience that a person his age probably shouldn't have said on television at all. Talking about that era now reveals a real gap between how confident he seemed at the time and how much he visibly cringes revisiting the actual footage decades later. The experience apparently taught him what a camera really does to a person's behavior, a lesson that clearly shaped how he hosts his own show every single week. There's a strange tenderness in how he talks about his younger self, more forgiving than anyone might expect given exactly how rough some of that old footage genuinely looks on replay. Theo Von turned every awkward, humiliating, and genuinely unfiltered moment from his own life into material, and somehow every single story landed funnier for being completely true. So, now that you're at the end, which Theo Von story from this list caught you the most off guard? Drop your pick in the comments and subscribe for more from the comedian who never once needed a script to be this funny.